All right, I'm standing here with probably one of the most famous casters in the world, Semmler, from NiP Gaming TV, together with Anders, of course. I'm gonna leave the introduction to you. Who are you? What do you do? And do you love what you're doing?
My name is Semmler, Auguste Massonnat, and yeah, absolutely love what I'm doing. In Counter-Strike Global Offensive, been doing it for about a year now, a little bit more, and it's definitely been, it feels like coming home. So, you know, everything is going great, and I'm very happy with how everything has been progressing.
All right, one question. What made you come into casting? What was the spark that made you go into gaming and just casting it and doing it for so long time?
So it was, I used to play BLC, and I was trying to get into it competitively, but on the west coast of the United States it was a bit rough, you know, because most of the competition was happening in Europe. So at the time it was kind of like, okay, how do I get into it but still stay involved? Or, you know, how can I still stay involved? So it was, we did casting as kind of like just for fun. You know, we tried it one day, and it turns out that, you know, people actually really enjoyed what I was putting out there. And so I eventually ended up getting into a couple of the bigger tournaments in the BLC scene at the time. I started working with Cast, and then we ended up getting invited to come and cast DreamHack. And, you know, we never got into it thinking, you know, we'd be able to do anything with it. It was just for fun, you know, because we loved Bloodline Champions, and that was our game, and we wanted to just do everything for that game, and that was it. You know, it was just our game. So to end up here from there, would have never seen it. Never seen it. You know, DreamHack Summer, the first time I had to crack my piggy bank, paid my ticket over there, and I was just like thinking, you know, okay, if it works out, great. You know, if something comes to this, that'll be awesome. But I still get to go to Sweden. I get to go to DreamHack. I get to see this massive land and meet up with all the people that I want to see and just have a ball. You know, so it was like, okay, if something comes of it, awesome. If not, you know, I'm still gonna have a good time. And that's where I met James, and we started just going from there to get the good studio going and everything like that. And it kind of just ended up here now today.
Do you think the actual casting job is getting tired sometime, you know, just maybe stressful at sometimes, or to actually find it relaxing?
It really depends. For a while it was really stressful to do Counter-Strike, just because at the time I didn't feel like I was quite there as far as knowledge is concerned. But I've been putting well, I mean, I've just, you know, I've played basically just done nothing but Counter-Strike for a year straight now, and I'm really just enjoying it. Now it's just a pleasure, because now I know everybody in the scene, I know the teams, I know the tactics, I know what's going to happen. So when I'm watching a game now, all I care about is seeing, you know, those big plays, and what are we going to see tonight? You know, which team are going to be playing? Who's going to be the favorite in that match? Are we going to see an upset? Is an upset possible? All this sort of stuff. You know, now it's just like, no, you wake up in the morning and you're just excited to get to work. Basically, I'm extremely lucky to be able to say that. You know, that I really enjoy my job, and that, you know, I wouldn't change it right now for anything in the world.
Well, that's definitely positive. But for how long are you planning to do casting? Is there something else maybe in the future coming in that you have other plans of? I
have no idea. I'm just going to do it for as long as I can, and as long as, basically, I mean, I don't see anything. I don't see anything that would make me stop for now. You know, I enjoy casting. We've got a great thing going with Anders. We've got big plans for the future, so we're looking to build a bigger, better stream, provide better content, and it really is, you know, like we just enjoy so much what we do that there's no reason to change anything. There's no reason to go anywhere else. It's really just like we're going to keep doing what we're doing until we physically can't, or, you know, something else happens. I don't know.
Well, let's hope it's going to be for a long time. All right. Well, is there something about NiP lately that you've been noticing? You're probably casting a lot of NiP matches lately, and is there something you've noticed as a caster? You know, you see from different point of view. Is there something that's changed in the game style, maybe for the better?
Sure, they've added. Well, I mean, you know that they've changed recently their in-game leader. So it's Florin, who's now calling for the team, and he's tried to add a little bit of structure to their play. But he still wants to build on the strengths of the team, which is, you know, let Get Right and Forest exist, you know, go and just get kills. But they do that now with a little bit more of a battle plan going into it, and I feel like that's you know, it took some adjusting, which is what we saw. But even in that moment of adjustment, you know, even during that time when they had to adjust their game style, they had to change up the roles in the team and all this sort of stuff. They still get to the finals of EMS.
Now I walk the line on the high ground.
something about the Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Like, what's the most important thing in the game?
The marketplace, amongst other things. But there's several important things. But one of them is the marketplace of the skins, the betting. All of that is very interesting. That's brought a lot to the game. I suppose mechanic-wise, the actual game itself, when you get into the thick of it, it is going to be, a lot of people hype it up to be about the headshots, and that's great. Of course, you're going to get excited when you see those sick frags.